No!
Hey, welcome! So in my last video I made this abomination of a catapult. I'm not particularly happy about it. It's not that powerful and it kept breaking down and it doesn't look like a catapult. So after a few days of research I came up with a new design. But first we'll have to destroy it. So, done! That was easy. Now just to clean it up. Wow! Movie magic is awesome! Almost didn't break a sweat.
So this is the design I came up with. It's fairly standard. I might not be able to put wheels on it. It's 120 centimeters long, 70 centimeters high. The front beam is 65 centimeters, and I think the square beam here will be 75. Math is not my friend, so who knows? It will be 60 centimeters in between. It's gonna be 68 centimeters across. So I'm very happy with the design. So let's get started.
So I have this piece of wood from my old project. I believe it's 130. Yep. So I should be able to get a 120 piece out of it. Would be nice, because then I only have to buy one more. Perfect. Well, as close as perfect as I'm gonna get. And this one is already pre-cut because I had to cut it off at the store. I don't have a large truck, so that's perfect. That's easy.
Measure twice, cut once. Perfect.
Good. So I'm thinking that my top piece for my old catapult can serve as my middle piece for my new catapult. I just have to cut them into sizes. They are 70 and they need to be 60. Double check. Yep. Now I have to figure out how I'm supposed to attach this. I would love to use nails for this to test it out, but I do not have enough nails that is long enough, or the skill to drive it in without damaging the wood. So I'm gonna take a look at what kind of screws I have. So these are my two options. This one I used before and split the wood in half, and this one is a little bit slimmer, so I'm hoping this one will be able to bear the strain of the catapult arm. I'm gonna use this one for the bottom half, so let's put it in. But first I want to pre-drill it, so I don't damage it any more than I absolutely have to. I'm gonna put one on 11, and that's 2, so around here. Good. Ow. Son of a... Sorry about that. Got a nasty splinter up under my nail, so yeah. This is how it went last time. It broke the wood, so I've been trying to patch it up as good as I could, but I'm not sure it's gonna hold, so it's a good thing we use it as the middle piece. So I think it's gonna hold. So that's good. So that was one end. Now I have to figure out how I'm supposed to do this one. I don't have enough room on the table, so I think I'm gonna have to eyeball this one. It gotten a little bit uneven on this side, but if you take into account the circumstances, I think it's okay. So first step will be to figure out where exactly the catapult arm needs to go. I know that it's supposed to go all the way to the back and it's 70, so we need to measure 70 from here. That's just about here, yeah. It's starting to smell burnt. I don't think it's supposed to be doing this. Oh. So the next thing will be to figure out a solution to a problem. I don't have screws who are long enough to go through the entire wood. So I'm thinking to take a drill and drill down at a 45-degree angle and then put the screws in. My biggest concern about doing this is that this wood might crack because I'm doing it along the grain. But I don't think I have any other solutions. I also have some brackets I can put on the outside. That will definitely help with the stability. I just don't think it will be enough. But I'm gonna have to try it. So let's drill some holes. So I forgot to press record before I turned it around, but I figured that I might need to place these brackets on the inside, because when the catapult is hitting this wooden beam that will be up here, it's gonna press it inward and these two will be pulled in. So yeah. Help! So that's one. Unfortunately, this one is broken, so I can't get it in, but yeah, it will have to do. So next I'm gonna have to make a piece of wood that's 60 centimeters in between here. It might not fit because it goes a little like this, but let's just try and see what we can do. There. Perfect. Holy sh**, it's getting heavy. Yeah, good. So, about the wheels, I haven't been able to get anyone at a cheap price. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna add some extended legs or something to get it a little off the ground. So I found some spare pieces of wood. I'm gonna put in one screw at each end of the leg and then attach it to a 90-degree bracket. That was one. That's two. That was three. And we're done with the legs. It might be a little uneven, that's okay. So now I need to make the arm. This one was the old catapult arm, and I'm just gonna cut it down. It's 1 meter and I need it only to be 70, so I should probably have made it just a little bit longer, but we'll see if we can fix it. If we can't fix it, then we'll figure something out. So I lost some data files. You didn't get to see me to put it in this rope, but there's really not much to it. It's just in one hole around the stake, out the other hole. And then you continue until you're out of rope, and then you tie a knot. However, I did also mess up a little bit. Not this one. This one. It's only 70, and on paper 70 is perfect. I mean, it's like this. But in practice, it needs to be a little longer so the rope has something to hold on to. So I'm gonna make a new one at 80 centimeters instead of 70. So now that I've made the arm for the spoon, it's basically just inserting it and then tightening the point out here. At some point it's gonna get too hard to do it by hand, but then it's good we have a hammer. Time to make some noise. Okay, I'll be right back. Shh. don't tell my girlfriend I stole her spoon. It's not the spoon I wanted, but it's the spoon I got for now. I promise I'm gonna make a bigger one as soon as I can afford the tool to make it. So yeah. I'm curious how long it's gonna hold. Whoops. So I really wanted to make this one, but I don't have enough wood for it. I used a little bit more than anticipated and I didn't buy enough. So despite I haven't put on the beams in front, I think it's gonna be okay because it is pretty sturdy. I haven't figured out how to make a winch system yet, but I have made an idea for a release system. It's just a simple hook you put in, put something on the bottom and then release. And then it works! So I think it's time we go out into the garden and test it out. This one might work. So it works. I'm very happy about it. It still has some kinks and flaws I need to figure out. About the spoon, I really would like to make my own, but if I cannot get the tools for it, I'm just gonna buy a shovel and attach the head for it. The handles I'm gonna make out of iron rods, and yeah. So all in all, it was a fun project, and I'm definitely looking forward to my next one. I want you to take care of yourself. It's a crazy world out there, and I'll see you next time. Bet you're out.